Hey, my friends, Erwin McKen here for BroE Speaks radio show. And for those of you who partner with me, erwinmcken.com, I'm glad that you're here and I'm grateful for you. And I believe that you're not watching this video by accident. If you're catching it on my blog or on social media, I am truly blessed to have you be connected with me. I want to talk today about a word that I believe is very powerful if viewed the correct way and if applied the correct way. That word is resistance. Let's talk about resistance today. And just at the sound of that word, many people think it's a bad thing or it's negative. But I believe at the end of this video, you'll understand how resistance, if harnessed correctly, can actually be a catalyst to just exponential success for you. And I'm going to give you three areas or three arenas, categories that if you will apply a resistance positively can just take your life, your business, your personal development, your fitness, whatever arena you apply it to the next level. Resistance, we learn about resistance as we grow because it's a force, it's tension. If you've ever had anybody put their hand on your hand and press, and if both are applying the same amount of force, there's no movement. But once there is an increased tension one way or the other, then someone's going to fall. Someone's going to go one way. And really, that tension is a positive thing. See, there's good tension and there's bad tension. There's positive tension and there's negative tension. I believe that to move your life forward in any arena, it's to really use resistance correctly. Let's talk about three areas real quick where resistance, if you use it correctly, can create growth for you. Let's talk about the area of health and fitness. You know, I've recently started running again, and I'm so excited about this decision. And for many of you who have that same value of improving your health in 2015, you know the exhilaration you feel when you are improving your fitness. And within fitness, resistance is important. You know, resistance training is where you use the weight or the force of the weight with the muscle to build strength. And that becomes important for athletes. That becomes important for those of you who are looking to have a result in your body, in your health. And so you can see that there's good resistance. And when you resist, the muscle resists against what its natural inclination to is to pull back. That's where you build muscle. Even in the area of diet, because nutrition, you can't talk about fitness without nutrition. You have to resist bad foods. You have to resist the calories, resist the sugar, resist the carbs. If you're putting in more calories than you're burning, you're going to get heavy. And so there's good resistance there. You have to resist the junk food. So there you can see that if you apply resistance in a positive way in the health and fitness category, you'll have a benefit. Let's talk about let's talk about resistance in the area of finances. If you resist the desire to overconsume and not to spend more than you make. See, if you spend more than you earn or make, you're going to go into debt quickly. But if you will resist that urge, resist that bad habit, you're going to start saving. You're going to start seeing more money show up in your life. Resistance. Are you seeing that resistance is not a bad thing? It's a good thing. That it's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing when applied correctly. Let's talk about resistance in relationships. You know, I think we will all agree that there are relationships that are healthy and those that are unhealthy, those that are toxic and dysfunctional, and those that are beneficial and wholesome and carry us forward. Well, you've got to resist the toxic relationships. You've got to resist those influences, those negative influences in your life that show up in the form of human beings to take you down and take you under. And you need to surround yourself with those that are going to take you higher and improve your skill sets and just give you an overall more whole and balanced time in those relationships. Resisting the correct thing and embracing embracing and the right thing and resisting the incorrect thing is what's going to move your life forward. So we can see here that resistance is something that if you will apply correctly in any arena, we've just talked about 3, which is the area of health and fitness and diet, the area of finance, and the area of relationships, you can get a positive result. You know, there's a saying that says that, you know, if you take the path of least resistance, that you will not improve your life. Many people are looking for the path of least resistance, but I submit to you and I suggest to you that you need to take the path of greatest pain. Sometimes that pain initially in the short term is going to give you long-term pleasure. And, you know, resistance is everywhere. You know, even when you consider flight, and another great quote is, you know, we need, in order to fly, we need resistance. When you see that plane go up in the air, it has to resist the force of gravity. So today I ask you, what are you resisting? What are you not embracing that could be the thing that's holding you back from your breakthrough? Resistance. I think we've gone through our life long enough resisting resistance, and it's time to embrace it in a positive way and take our lives to the next level. So today I want to challenge you to really look through the different rooms in your life and see what you've been resisting, because maybe what you're resisting is persisting, and it's time to embrace a little bit of that path of least resistance, maybe immediate pain, discipline, but you won't have the pain of regret. You'll have the joy of accomplishment. So this is Erwin McCann for BroE Speaks and for ErwinMcCann.com saying it's time to apply resistance correctly, embrace change, and move your life forward in 2015. You'll be glad that you did. We're going to see you on the next show. We're going to talk about inertia and how inertia, when applied correctly, can take your life forward. We'll see you on the next show. God bless you today. Bye-bye.